Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Pocho Sports. Today, we're going to be talking about the biggest final in the summer. We're talking about the Euro 2024. It's been a heck of a tournament. A lot of great games, a lot of games, and there's been some boring games. But we come down to the final. It's going to be tomorrow, Sunday, June 14th, 12 p.m. Jude Bellingham versus Lamine Yamal, Spain versus England. Final will be in Berlin. I am excited for this. We have a lot to talk about with this final. And, throughout the series, throughout the playoffs or quarterfinals, round 16, semifinals, there's been shocking results. And obviously, we got the two, Spain versus England. I will say, and I know Lako's going to be a hater right off the bat, but I just don't think England deserves to be in this final. So let's get right into it, guys. Your opinions. What do you think about this final? Did we expect these two teams? What do you guys think?
Yeah, look, Danny, I expected this from the beginning. I know we talked about this, and from the very beginning, go look at our previous podcast episode. I said England was going to be in the final. I said they're going to win it all. So for me to see England in the final, I said it from the very beginning, guys. It's coming home. You guys were like, nah, what? Like, what are you saying? Like, how are they going to win? They don't have a good team. Southgate this, Southgate that. They always choke it. And I said, no, guys, this is the year. It's coming home. So for me personally, seeing England in the finals is not really much of a surprise. Like, I expected this. And to be honest with you, I'm not satisfied yet, and I don't believe the team is satisfied yet. There's still one more victory away. And Spain, kudos to them. Like, they have completely earned this spot, aside from the Germany game. But that could be a whole video in its own. Um, and they're a powerful team. They're the only team, actually, to have won every single game in group stage. Only team. They didn't tie at all. They won every single game. Only team with 9 points. So, again, they're coming in hot. Their attacking core is nothing to be messed with. Obviously, a combination of Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. And obviously put in Morata there, and it's deadly. Um, I feel like the team does have some question marks potentially when you talk about their defense. I don't believe the defense is that strong. I don't feel like their goalie has really been tested a whole lot during the tournament. Um, and then when you look at England on the other side, right? Yes, you could make the argument they've had several lackluster games, iffy performances at best. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? What matters is that you win. That's Danny, you play soccer. I mean, you all play soccer. You all play sports. It's like it doesn't matter what type of game you play, and if you have a lower amount of shots on goal, for example, or lower possession, lower passes, whatever, right? At the end of the day, the score is what matters. Whether you win in penalty kicks, or and I know I'm the biggest hater of PKs, whatever, but as long as you get the victory, right? That's ultimately what matters, and England has been able to do that, and here they are in the final against Spain. I can't wait.
Wait, Lako. You said that Spain's defense is iffy.
Yeah,
No. They only got conceded 3 goals in the whole tournament. Ain't
dude,
no
but
way
but
you're saying that.
but who have they played other than Germany? And potent
France? France?
and you can say that game got robbed. Carlos
Okay, I will
Carlos
say that there
Carlos.
there was the referee in that game against Germany was questionable. That should have been a PK. There was released VAR audio, and the referee said that the hand was stuck to his body, which I do not believe that. Literally, his hand was out. That should have been a PK. 100%, I believe that. But they won. That's all that's what happened. They won 2-1, but they've only conceded 3 goals in the tournament. 3 goals. So their defense is phenomenal. This is gonna be England's best test in the whole tournament. Yes, Spain has been undefeated. England hasn't been playing their best football, but hey, this final they can prove everyone wrong and they can say it's coming home. But personally, I don't think it's coming home. I don't see it. England has just been playing bad. Jude Bellingham scored one of the best goals in the tournament, in my opinion. That was a great goal, but he's just not been showing up. He only shows up in the 90th minute. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's fun. You show up, you score a goal, you win, but he needs to show up the whole game. against the Netherlands, what do you do? And I'm not just gonna criticize Jude Bellingham. I'm gonna criticize the whole squad, even Southgate tactics. It's like it's boring to watch. It really is a boring England side, and they have talented. They have great players. I don't understand why he doesn't start Cole Palmer. Like he does more than Harry Kane. Harry Kane has not been sufficient. He hasn't been, scoring goals. He's scored a PK, but I just he's not the Harry Kane that we used to see back in the day when he was when he was in prime England. So I don't think England has a chance against Spain. How you said, Lamine Yamal, we have Nico Williams, and the midfield. Fabian has been playing an his absolute best tournament. Rodri, one of the best midfielders in the world, has been handling that midfield or center defensive role down. So I think it'll be too much for England. But hey, who knows? It is the final. This is why it's the beautiful game.
I just want to dip my feet a little bit in here and say I didn't expect England to be in the Euros. I I'm gonna trust Lako here, and I'm gonna trust that you did say that in the way beginning before we started this that you said it was coming home. I think I do remember you saying something like that, Lako. Um, when it comes down to choosing between England and Spain, I'm going to be very biased here and I'm going to say England just because of the squad that they have. I think they have the potential to beat Spain. I think Spain has an amazing squad. I think, obviously, having Lamine Yamal, he's been doing crazy shit. He's popping off left and
That's
right.
right.
It seems
Say
like
it. Say
yeah,
it,
no,
dude. I'm a good
it's
fan.
true. It's
Say
true.
it.
He is. He's popping
Thank
off,
you.
and I'm proud. I'm gonna go a little bit off topic here, but I'm proud that not proud. Sorry, I'm happy to see Barcelona have a player like Yamal. It's kind of makes things interesting.
And the
And
future player Nico Williams.
sure,
That's
yeah,
if.
I'm
That's
talking
if.
about
That's
Yamal though.
if. Danny, that's if. That's if.
Um,
That's if we get him.
right, but anyways, England's gonna take it. I think they're gonna take it because of just the squad that they have, the potential that they have. Like I was saying, Spain has a young squad. Actually, no, they don't. I'm wrong. I'm wrong there. Sorry.
Wait,
They have a
why do you think
semi-young squad,
what
I think. With
Spain has a young
Josh,
squad.
hold on,
yeah,
hold on.
Spain does have a young squad. I think. Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
do. Spain
They
does
do.
have a young
No,
squad.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
hold on.
What?
I have a question. Why do you think they're gonna win? I know they have a great. You say they have a great squad, but they haven't shown it this
Because
tournament.
England has
They
Harry
haven't
Kane.
shown it though. What'd you say?
Because England has Harry Kane.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's because they have Harry, but they haven't shown it. What have
Not
they shown
yet.
this tournament?
Not yet. Maybe Southgate
Like
has
yes.
something in his back pocket that he's gonna pull out, in the final.
Oh my goodness. Come on now.
And
Come on.
what a season would Jude Bellingham have if he won the Euro too?
Well, yeah,
Wins the Champions League and wins the Euros? Like, come
Oh my
on, dude. That's
goodness.
a headline right there.
Yeah, and what has he done this Euro besides that great goal? I'm not going to take away that great goal. That was an amazing goal. It was crazy finish. But what has he done?
There was a similar situation with the Champions League. You said the same thing. What has he done? And
Yeah,
I
but dude,
think he did a
you
lot
just
in the
can't.
final. So
You just can't. Okay, I understand. Yes, he's scoring a goal. Yes, he took the victory. Well, actually, it was Harry Kane with the header that game. But it's like you gotta have. If you want to be great, you have to be great from the first minute to the 90th minute. You can't just show up the 85th minute and so on. Because it's not gonna be that every time with these teams, especially with the Spain that's coming in hot, who are really motivated to win this Euro.
Ultimately, Danny, I'm gonna say it's gonna come down to experience. Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, first final together for Spain. Don't get me wrong; they're an
And
amazing.
what
They're,
experience does England have?
they're an amazing team, but it could be a little bit too early, too soon. And also, I will say this: um, it's a final, so in the final, right? Most teams are kind of just trying to figure each other out, little by little, right? Like not really gonna overcommit. So as long as England's able to do that and contain Nico Williams and the Mia Mall, right? Like Morata, he's not gonna carry them. Let's be realistic. Rodri, he's an amazing player, but he's not gonna be able to carry Spain to a win. You're gonna need your top guys to carry you, Yamal and Williams. As long as you can use experience over them, and I'm sure England or Southgate, in this case Southgate, will develop some sort of strategy to contain them. It's going to be a close game. He's going to keep it close, and they're okay with that. Like they'll be okay with keeping it just close. And if it goes to extra time, I believe England will benefit. They've had other games go to extra time and PKs, right? So I think they'll benefit there. Goalie wise, I don't like Pickford. I really don't. If they come down to penalty kicks, man, I hate to say it, but I could see Spain winning. And the only reason I say I hate to say is because I've been basically like biased on England ever since this tournament started. I mean, if Spain was playing against like any other team, I'd probably be rooting for Spain just because it's Spain. But yeah, guys, I mean that's my take on it.
Carlos,
All
your
right.
opinions.
I'm rooting for Spain for this game because they got the young goat Yamal on that team. So even though England has doesn't, to me, it's like a 50-50 top tier squad, but I think Spain's gonna is gonna win a good game. I think it's gonna be a tie game that ends up to penalties, and Leko knows that England is not gonna make it in penalties. And
I don't
and
know.
plus
Yeah,
and plus
Pickford is
and plus
he's
and
scary.
plus and one more thing is like if Spain loses, they have nothing to lose because it's a young squad compared to England that went to a final and they lost against Italy. This is their second time in the final.
Yeah, and we're and England had their chance 3 years ago, and where did they play the final, Carlos? If you or any of you guys, do you guys recall where they play the final?
Wait, can you repeat that question again?
When England lost the final against Italy, where did they play the final?
Wasn't it in England?
Yes, exactly. They let England down. They let their country down. Lost to
Dude, Danny,
Italy, who was not so good. England had one of the best squads that time as well. Yes, this is a new, I
Did you
guess.
say England had one of the best squads during that time in
Yeah.
2020? They had okay. This is so that squad was better than the one they have right now.
Well, not necessarily, but they had one of the best squads. I'm not saying that. I just said they
What
had
makes you
one of
say
the better
that?
squads. They had Jack Grealish, right? They had Harry Kane. They had Kyle Walker.
They still have that.
Well,
Yeah.
I know that I'm just naming.
But they have Mason Mount, Sterling, Luke Shaw, Declan Rice, Phillips, Trippier,
Right.
Maguire. Um, if we compare that to Italy's team, Insigne, Immobile, Chiesa, Jorginho, Verratti, I think just looking at the lineups, I feel like we kind of knew Italy was going to win. If we want to compare, and saying I think that they had a very good team on England's side, I don't think so.
I thought they had a.
I think they have a better
Everyone
team
was going for
now.
England. Everyone was going for England.
Danny, dude, you just said it. You just said the reason why England's gonna win. They choked last time. Don't you think they're gonna come back with a vengeance? Like we let this
No,
slip out of our
it's
hands.
England.
We let this slip
It's
out of our hands
England.
once. We're gonna
And they
get
have
it
a better
here.
team. They have a better
It's
team this time.
better team, but what quality football have they shown?
They're saving it for the final.
Oh my goodness. You're just being biased right now.
You said the same thing with Jude Bellingham, saying that he hasn't done shit, and
He
even I
hasn't.
said it too. That I said I didn't say exactly what you said, but I said, hey, you know what? He's saving it for the final, and look what happened. Won the final.
Did he score in the final?
He got an assist in the final, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he score?
Doesn't matter.
Did he score?
He put on a masterclass. It doesn't matter.
No, he did not. He didn't do anything in that Champions League final. It was all Vinny.
Look, the point is,
There's no point.
trust in Southgate.
Oh my goodness.
He has something in his back pocket. He's made it this far.
All right, so going into the Pocho pick, I got Spain. I got Spain winning 3-1.
Whoa, okay.
Dude,
Okay.
bro, come on.
I do.
Slow it down. Slow it down a little bit.
You guys,
Just be realistically.
I am being
Be
realistic. I got Spain beating England 3-1.
Okay, tampoco like 3-1. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. This is me saying that it's gonna be 1-1 tie game. End up in penalties. Spain's gonna win it. That's what's
Okay.
gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I
We'll see.
guarantee that's gonna happen.
We'll see.
And plus, England has to win it because there's so much pressure on these guys. They have to win, no matter what. It could be.
I feel like both teams have a lot of pressure, regardless.
I don't think Spain does.
What do
Danny, I
you
don't think
mean?
Spain does
No,
because they're a
no
young
one, no
squad.
one
What's there
expected
to
Spain to
lose?
be in the final.
Yeah, but what's there to lose for them?
What's
Nothing's
there
gonna
to lose
happen
for
when they
England?
lose. So what's gonna happen? If England loses. They're
Nothing.
gonna.
It's the same old England that we've known for like the past 20 years or the past times I've been alive that they choke.
Leko, Josh, tell me who has more pressure, Spain or England?
I think both teams have
Um,
pressure.
England.
I would say Spain, just because they won every single game. Like they've dominated most teams, and they're here in the final, right? So it's like, okay, we can't choke this, we can't choke this. Whereas England, it's like they play a very simple, just pass, 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 pass. Could be boring at times, but they've somehow made it to the final. In group stage, they only scored 2 goals. They only scored 2 goals, goals four, right? And they still got first place in the group. That's not pretty by any standard, but again, it doesn't matter. Like what matters is that you're in the final. And I'm gonna say, I'll make my Pocho's picks here. I'm gonna say England's gonna take it. I'm gonna go 1-0, but the goal is scored in extra time.
Oof. Josh, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with obviously England. It's gonna be
He's going with
2-1.
bias.
2-1.
He's gonna be biased,
Yeah, because
obviously.
I'm 5%. My family is 5%. From England, so that's why I'm going with
Oh,
England.
so you're English.
Yeah.
You're English.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I did not know that. So I'm like 30% Spanish, because my family is from Mexico, and then Mexicans, if we're going if we're gonna do history, so then
Oh,
I'm thirty
okay. If
percent
you want to
Spanish.
hear history, let's talk about my history then.
We don't need to get into your history.
But I'm just saying Spain's gonna win it. If they don't, it's okay. Because they're a young squad. That's the risk. That's to me. That's the risk. Because they're a young squad, and England has a lot of pressure. That's all I gotta tell y'all.
Well, it's not okay because it's a final, so that's all I have to say. Losing a final is not okay. Anyways,
Danny, just to
thank
recap,
you.
Danny, what are the records again?
Okay, the records for the Pocho's picks. So we got Leiko 9-6, Carlos is 10-5. Obviously, Josh is terrible at picking picks and teams because he's terrible. He's 7-8, and obviously,
How about you hop
yours
off my
truly
dick?
is 12-3. So there's that.
I can easily edit the record to be like in my favor. I
Okay.
can just switch out my 7-8 for your 12-3.
All right,
So
we're
there you
getting
go.
out of hand. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys. Like and comment. We read the comments. We appreciate everything you guys do. Thanks. See you guys on the next one.